we're going to discuss today why we're having that kind of profit. Let's go. Before we share with you, right, as usual, disclaimer, this show that we conducted almost daily is not a financial advice, and it's not a show to share with you, to recommend you in any of the trades. We're just showing at the capacity of Lucas, where it's a self-reflection brought to you by Mirror Me to let you understand, hey, this is something that we can look at in the market trend, in the market analysis. Non-advisory, just education, and most importantly, is for entertainment purposes. Thank you very much. Okay, now let me share with you my screen, and then we'll go through each and every trade together. That will be very, very exciting. Okay. Okay. Now let me move to this. All right. Okay, before usually when we start about analyzing any trades, we want to see what is the major news that's affecting right here, right now. At 8:30 later, there's a Canadian dollar retail sales at 8:30 month on month, expectation negative 0.8. Since this is an orange flag, news is not really a high impact news. So it's not really important. But what is important is at 11 p.m. So if you can stay around until 11 p.m., not stay with me, I won't be staying with you until 11 p.m. Right? I will do my own analysis. If there's any updates, I will post information to the YouTube channel. So please subscribe and like the YouTube channel so you'll be notified in every major event of the market information to bring to you the best, most updated trades for your profits. Right? So notify and subscribe to the channel Mirror Me. Right? Thank you very much. Okay. Now, let us go through the trades that we have been profiting. Right? Currently, my Aussie CAD has been profiting. Let's look at Aussie CAD. Right. Now I have a buy at Aussie CAD. Why do I buying here? So just to share with you, right? Because this is if you look at here, right? This analysis was already done on last week, right? So you can see from here, this is a very good support zone. It touches, bounce up, right? When it break through, it went up again and then it break down, okay? And so many touch point here, it went up. So in this case, as you can see, it's starting to go up. So this is a very good trade to hold at this moment. So I will be starting to take some profit if it goes about 0.9095. And then if here it doesn't break up and it just hover around and start to drop a bit, forming a new market structure, then I will consider exiting the trade. At this moment, we are in good hands of the market. Okay, so this is small profit, no problem, just leave it there. I entered yesterday night after our sharing of the stop losses, right? Yesterday, I think we hit a few stop losses here and there, but that's okay, that's okay within our range. Right now, we're already in profit. So, Euro Swiss franc, why are we taking the trade? Let us look at Euro Swiss franc. Okay, as you can see from Euro Swiss franc, is entering in this zone. You see, this zone is pretty powerful. The moment it touches this, it bounces up. The moment it touches it, it bounces up. Now, yesterday night, it's struggling around this area. You see, there are a lot of long pins that's establishing, right? So, and there's a lowest low at 0.971. In fact, when I was looking at it at this was established a few days ago. And then after that, it just go higher high. It doesn't go all the way down, right? It doesn't go all the way down. Let me just enlarge it. See, it doesn't go all the way down. It formed a long pin, and then after that, it tried to break down and goes up again. And today, it tried to break down and goes up again, right? I entered this trade when it looks around like, yeah, around this area, okay? around this area. So if this trade were to run off, most likely the chances are it can go all the way up to 0.9838. So I'm looking about close to 100 pips to run. Okay. Yeah, and about 70 pips stop loss, which is the low of this. All right. And usually Euro Swiss franc is a currency pair that's heavily watched, carefully watched by the SNB, the Switzerland National Bank, because this is one major currency pair that they want to protect against euro, because Switzerland is so near to euro, right? So there are a lot of travelers in and out. So they want to protect their currency, not too far-fetched away from the euro. So in this case, it doesn't affect the business and the citizen of Switzerland in that sense, right? So if you remember, like in 2016 or 2013, euro Swiss franc was pegged at 1.2 until the peg was broken, right? I lost a fair bit of money then because I was heavily buying into the peg, but it doesn't happen. But before the peg, when I bought it, I already made some good profit, so that's reasonable, right? So understanding some fundamental aspects of the market will give you an edge and also certain confidence as you move along uh, in the financial area. So fret not. What I'll do on a daily basis as well. Hopefully, we can do these shows on an everyday basis, and then we'll share with you what is the most up-to-date information and understanding, so that our trade is not just candlesticks, okay, or just look at the charts. We also look at the angle of or fundamental analysis of what's happening in the whole wide world, right? That would be very exciting, right? If you think that's really exciting, please comment, leave some comments, say yes, it's exciting, right? It's exciting. So then Lucas will bring to you the most excited shows, right? Okay. Of course, if you like to join us as a researcher and sharing, just feel free to share and any more comments or tell us what currency pairs you like to us to review, or tell us what kind of news that you're interested for us to coverage, or even ask us what news will be affected by what sort of events. Then we can also cover in this sharing to bring you the best that we can. All right. So that's Euro Swiss franc. It's already hit the bottom. It's very likely that it's going to go up. And then the next currency pair, Euro US, right? I think I shared with everybody on Euro US yesterday as well. I say that if you look at Euro US, remember yesterday these past 2 days we've been talking about three currency pair. What are the three currency pair? Yes, one is Euro US. The other one, all right, US yen. The other one will be gold. Okay. Now, if you look at Euro US, in this case, when I buy it, it was so close to the level that I given to you. Okay, I tell everybody yesterday, right, and the day before, if it reaches about 1.075, I'll go and buy, right? And I say that if it doesn't reach, it's okay, I'll just give it out. Okay, all right, Lucas didn't tell the truth right now. Lucas lied. Lucas, in fact, bought. He bought at 1.0732. Now you must understand that the market is fluid and the market is always flowing. So when you want to do a flow, when you want to do a trading with a market that's constantly flowing, then you must make executive decision as the market is trying to move. So when I look at the market yesterday, right around this region, I see that this is constantly dropping. It's been dropping for 4 candles, right? At around 9 p.m., 1 a.m., all right, this trade is entered around about 11 to 1 a.m., right? I see that it just keep dropping and then it stops and very near to our level. So I don't want to wait. Okay, I want to take this risk. Right. I like to take this risk. So then after it bounces a bit, it goes down a bit. Now it's starting to take off. Voila. Because I can afford to take the risk. So I'm just taking the risk at a stop loss of 1.0630. So which is around here. Right, I'm taking a loss at about this area. So there's a lot of rooms for the trade to go, right? A lot of rooms. And right now it seems like it's really well supported and it's starting to go up. Very good. So if you keep going up, I think one of the first profit level that I will consider, right? I will want it to go all the way to 1.16, which is about 200 pips away from here. If it doesn't go there, still reasonable for me to take some profit off the table about 1095, 101. I think these are good areas, this region. All right, that's Euro US. Okay. Now let us look at pound cat. If you look at pound cat, okay. Now why I'm buying pound cat, right? I always like to use this analogy. The ball is really bounced up to the ceiling. Bam! But in fact, it doesn't reach the ceiling. The ceiling is around here, right? Around here. Around here. Okay, let me draw the ceiling for you. Let me draw the ceiling. Okay, so the ceiling's around here. Yeah, it kind of reaching the tip of the ceiling, the tip of the ceiling. After that, it bounced all the way. When it goes up, it went up to 1.675, all the way up to about 400 pips. Now it's dropping off, right? It's just dropping off. And then it's like a ping pong ball that's thrown down from the ceiling, bounce off. Now it's hitting the floor, right? You look at the floor, which I told that this line at about 1.6748. This is the floor, right? Right. Then I'll consider to buy in this case. Now, so now it has successfully bounced off on the floor and now it looks like it's going up. Cool. Very interesting. So I captured the trade at about 1.6758. 1.6758. 6758, right? So it just bounced off a bit. I went in to buy. And my stop loss is 16554, 16554, 16554, which is around here, right? To break this lowest low, I can take it all the way down, but I don't want it to be so low in terms of the stop loss, right? If you are very conservative, yes, this is a stop loss that you want to consider, but this is too low for me. I want to up a bit of the stop loss so that my contract size is reasonable when this trade goes up, right? So I'm taking a very small stop loss, which is only about less than 100 pips, yeah, or close to 200 pips, right? So it's not too bad, about 200 pips, 200 pips, okay, around here, yeah. Then my take profit is around here, which is also close to about 200 pips. If not, it can be lengthened more around here. It's about 300 pips, right? So this is a very good trade in this case. Okay, it's about 1 to 1.9, right? As I say, in most of my sharing, I will not just keep waiting if it goes up. I'll look at the market structure as well. If the trade goes up, okay, if the trade goes up and it struggle and it drop and then it goes up again, it goes up, it doesn't break the highest high, it kind of drop, all right? Then in that case, I will just cut it, break even, yeah, because if it really take off, it will be like really taking off. It will not like, cha cha cha, bam bam bam, cha cha cha. No, you will not do this kind of dancing, and I have no patience for this kind of dancing, right? I'll just take it off and evaluate the situation, because if this is a ping pong ball that drops so hard, it will just bounce up, right? If it doesn't bounce up, you just like small bounce, dong 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 dong, then it drop. Yeah, I don't want to be in that situation. All right. And next, US Swiss franc. US Swiss franc. Now, US Swiss franc, I told everyone this. If you've been attending our shows, if you have been attending all the shows, this one Zelda can be my weakness, okay? If you have been attending my shows, I tell everyone, this is the area that I will consider shorting. And yesterday, it reaches this area. So what I do is that, right, I put the money on my mouth. Just I didn't go and buy it. The moment I see the trade at 0.9055, I just take it, right? And now I'm already in about 40 pips profit, right? You see, it's really dropping. This is a very good trade in my opinion. The stop loss is above, right? About 130 pips, right? So I'll take profit around this area, right? So this is really classic. It's very simple. Just support resistance, nothing much, right? Any question? This is very clear, right? This is very clear. Yeah, you see, it just goes up and then it just bounce down. Yeah. So mainly now I use this strategy and also another strategy when I trade the news. In the past, I have a lot of different strategies for different time frames. But now because uh, I want to live a life. I don't want to be glued to the monitor screen, right? Then you can have a lot of different strategies, like 15-minute strategy, 30-minute strategies, like every other second strategy you can trade the market. No. This is not the kind of trading lifestyle I want. So now it's very simple, right? I look at H4, I look at day one, and this strategy applies for most of the market and applies for situation of the marketplace where prices are overly stretched. Like yesterday, the prices are overly stretched. Like now, I can't trade US yen. Later, I'll tell you why. Okay. So by now, US Swiss franc is very clear. All right. Very clear. Any question, just ask. Thanks, Heaven. Appreciate that. Right. Thanks for the steady. Yes, trading, we must be, calm. Must be steady, like very zen. Okay. When the market comes here, do something. Right. This is a plan. Add accordingly to the plan. Right. I did some gold trades as well. Now it's really moving in my favor. Today, the highest high of gold is about 1966. So I entered the gold trade about 1956. Let me show you why. In this case, okay, I kind of shifted the support level because it looks like the gold is finding another support around this region, you see? If you look very closely here, this is a day one chart. Okay, if you want to look for strong support and resistance, then you look at day one on H4. That's very strong. You see, gold yesterday have a long candle. After that, it challenges this cluster of candles. And then I just take the middle portion of this box, this cluster, and this, you see this part, right? It's very clear. So that's why I took this trade at about, in fact, I didn't take the trade when it was 1951. I'm pretty hesitant because when I see it's still a long red candle, and then after it started to move up, so it started to move up a bit until 196, until 1956. That's where I hamtam. I just hit the market. Okay, sorry, there are some international friends. I shouldn't be using my Singapore slang. So just hit, just hit the trade, just hit it, right? And today there's a highest high of 1967. Well, I'm still observing. Like for gold, yes, I'm very bullish on gold, but doesn't mean if I'm bullish on gold that I will just hold on to gold if it just keep dropping all the way down, right? But if you use some good reference of gold, how much it dropped in the last previous when it hit a high, okay? Gold hit the bottom around October 2022. And then it just no hold bar, no looking back, all the way going to 1956. And then it hit a huge resistance. It just fall off the cliff. When it fall off the cliff, when I did the calculation, if you look at here, right, the percentage drop is 7.51. And most of the times in trading, history always repeats itself, right? This is something that we must know. When history repeats itself, most likely if we hit a certain resistance, huge resistance, if it really drop to the max, max, okay, max of the max, then it's about 7.5%. Of course, it might go beyond, right? We are not in any position to stop the market from falling or rising, so we cannot confirm, but we can only draw references and understanding to do some forecast and understanding, right? In this case, the highest peak it reached and then it dropped to the lowest low it gets is 7.51%. So right now, If the market drop from the top, which is established at 2067, if it drops, it drops like 1914. Okay, in fact 1914 is not a support. I think that if it drop at this level, it might drop a bit more to 1887, right? So this is the worst case scenario already. So this will be another, this is a trade I put in. Okay, I put in 0.05. I have two trades here, one at 1956, 1957. Sometimes I'll just enter small trades and many small trades along the way because I see that the market is advancing in my favor. I'll just stack it up. I just scale in, right? Until I reach about 8% for the day, then I'll stop a bit, right? But if some of the trades are already in profit, I want to do a break even and stop loss, then I'll keep scaling in so that I have a good basket of trades when the market is in the direction where I'm heading. I want to fully maximize it, right? So in this case, I shall observe. If gold keep going up, I may want to scale in and break even from the previous by adjusting stop loss to reduce my risk, right? Right now, I'm still not at 8%. I'm at about 5% plus. I still have some leeway, okay? Right. So in this case, before I let everyone go, let us look at US yen also. Like now, US dollar has retraced, going down, all right? But you see, US yen is not really going down. It's just taking one straight time. It's only by at about 50 pips of its peak, right? And I say that now US yen has really changed its market structure, that you have a better chance that it goes all the way to 137, it might bounce off. So there's two scenario, okay? And for US yen, I'm not going to take so much risk anymore because the market structure have changed. So what I would anticipate is there are two scenarios. If it drop back to this crucial point 137.4, I'll not do anything. I'll just watch first. If it start to bounce off from 5 minutes in this chart 137.50, then I'll consider buying. If it doesn't bounce on it keep dropping, I'll just let it drop. In fact, my path and the least resistant path for US yen, I think is most likely going down. So if it goes down, good, but I will not sell immediately when it goes down. I rather it goes down, pull up, hit 137.4 or whichever market structure is favoring on the selling side, it comes down again, I will sell. Okay, so it's either this scenario or this scenario. But either scenario right now, I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting, right? Just waiting. Yeah. So in this case, for me, US yen is a no trade, right? Because we really break off from the previous high. Yeah. And this trade, I took a sell yesterday and the day before. It's all stop out already, as you can see. Okay, all stop out. I lost about 250 US dollars. Okay, well managed, no problem, right? So have to cut because you don't know, right? Okay, any question on this understanding, right? Feel free to ask any questions, ladies and gentlemen. This is a session for you, not a session for Lucas to blah 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 blah. Okay, right? So let me quickly go through the list. All right, Aussie Swiss franc, I think you still have a good chance at 0.604. If it goes up there, it might be a good chance. But I have to be careful because trades looks like this, right? It kind of hovering at the top. Any chance it might just break out. And if you sell here, it's kind of risky also. So if Aussie Swiss franc reaches 0.604, I will not trade immediately. I want to observe, give it some time also. Okay. Aussie yen. Aussie yen has a resistance here. But this resistance is not really the top of the line resistance. What I mean top of the line resistance is when like this is top of the line. Okay? Like wow, this is like top G resistance. Okay, top of the line. You know what's top G? I'm not going to explain top G. Okay, so in this case, if it goes all the way up, but it's pretty far-fetched. I don't expect it to happen anyway, right? So it's okay. No need to trade. You don't need to trade all the trades, right? Then Aussie Swiss franc. Aussie Swiss franc, I just want to let it drop a bit more. If it goes all the way to this level, I may consider to buy, right? This level, right? Currently, this is still not very safe in my opinion, right? This level, yes, this level you have reached. Okay, I rather take a larger region here. Okay, yeah, I think this is more probable. Okay, this is more probable. Right. Aussie US, I think Aussie US is a very tight range. I don't want to trade such a tight range. And the potential for TP is too little, right? If it drops all the way here, then yeah, it's a good trade. This is like it's an island by itself, you know. Yeah, then I will consider. But here, I think there are too many touch points. The more touch points that it has, right, the more likely it could be broken. So I wouldn't want to really risk this. Okay. Cat Swiss franc is too far fetched. Cat yen. This could be a reasonable area, right? Or just observe. Okay. Swiss franc yen. Swiss franc yen is no holds bar already. You already break the top. So let's see how far you run, and then let's let it drop. Euro Aussie. Yeah, you see, this is kind of a trade I don't quite like, right? It just drop and then it bounce off and then just bounce, right? Hold on, let me go through these trades and then later I'll just read your comments. Euro cat, if it goes all the way down, yeah, this intermediate is not really strong. I'm just going to remove this. Okay, so this looks like, okay, just let it drop until here, which is 1.43, about 1.43. Okay, about here, 1.43. So right now, if it just drop a bit, it goes up, I will not sell also. I need to dip down furthermore, and then it bounce up like throwing a ping pong ball up. Then it hits the ceiling, it comes down. If it just goes down a bit and then it hits, comes down, no, 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 no. I'm going to avoid that. Okay, Euro Swiss franc, we are in the trade. Pound, Euro pound, nothing much. Unless it goes up here, I will sell. Euro yen, Euro yen is now going up. Okay, nothing much really. Unless it goes up near this, I may sell at the top, or it just drop down. Okay, then this region I may buy. Euro New Zealand still have the distance to move until here, but this one I had to be more careful. Okay, here, right? Euro US already in. Pound Aussie hanging, nothing much. Pound cat, I already in a trade, as you can see. Pound cat, okay. Pound Swiss franc, nothing much. Pound yen, yeah, all the yen pairs has been going above, right? Establishing a market structure of a uptrend. So, but it's too far-fetched for me to buy. I don't want to be the hero. So I want it to drop all the way to 168. Now, pound yen has always a chance to, because it's so volatile. All right. Pound New Zealand, nothing much. is halfway, right? Just have to let it drop 300-400 pips, right? Pound US, this two zone is pretty near, which I don't like. Okay, I say I need it to drop a bit lower before I consider buying, but it kind of bounced out yesterday. So if I'm in Euro US, then it's the same direction as Pound US, so that doesn't make a difference. Okay, since I'm in the Euro US trade, so this trade I will not take it. Yeah, because I need to go a bit more lower. New Zealand CAD, I need to go all the way deep or break through and then form this market structure. If it goes up and touches this will make this downtrend weaker because it doesn't go to the lower low and touch it. Right? You see all the downtrend is made, it drops, goes up, and it drops is a lower low. It goes up, it touches this uptrend line, a downtrend line, it drops to the lowest low. Now it goes up, it comes down, not to the lowest low, it taps again, risky. It might just keep breaking up. So no, I'm not buying into you. Okay, don't trick me. Yeah, like you see, it goes up, it touches the downtrend, it goes down, right? It doesn't break the lowest low, and then it break already. Risky, right? So no. So even it breaks here, I wouldn't want to buy unless it goes up, it touches this trend line, it goes up. Then I may consider buying at the trend line here, right? So don't be a hero. I learned all my lessons. Everything break last time I buy until the market buy to your funds, bye. Okay, nothing much. New Zealand, US CAD also moving sideways already. Nothing much you can see. Okay, Euro, US Swiss franc already in the trade. US yen already explained. Okay, that's it. Now we have questions. Thanks heaven for asking the question. Should we hold positions over weekends? Over weekends. Uh, I do hold over weekends, like this kind of trade. Okay, I will hold over the weekends because the stop loss is huge. 100 pips, 150 pips is okay for me, no problem, right? So whether you want to hold it is up to you. All right, I will hold this trade over the weekends. Any news related to note coming weeks? Very good question. Let us go through the Forex Factory. If you look at the news, next week's what is in for next week. Let us take a look. Next week, there are a lot of PMI in the Euro side. Okay, on Tuesday, Wednesday, RBNZ policy. Yeah, this one need to watch. Okay, I'll do this kind of news trading. Then pound CPI, yes, very important. We have FOMC minutes, so, right? This is just the minutes. Present the minutes. The meeting is already over, right? Previous week. Okay, this GPI, okay, is huge impact, but it's not the top tier because this kind of GPI is past information, right? And then, yeah, core CPI is important. We have to take a look at core CPI. This is one information that the Fed will look at to raise interest rate. Okay, yeah. So this is about the news. Next week is pretty heavy on the news. So we most likely on Tuesday, right? On Wednesday, and then on Thursday and Friday. Yeah, Tuesday onwards is pretty busy, except on Monday. Okay. Yeah, Calvin, correct. Beware tonight. Yeah, no problem. So my trades, I still have some rooms for go, right? So I will not exit any of the trades. These trades have longer stop loss. It's not a short-term trade. I want my goal to go all the way to 2022, right? I want my US Swiss franc to back to 0.89, 0.88. So I just give it some rooms. If it goes back to zero in my profits, that's it, no problem, right? Because in in the fundamental, I already mentioned there's still good run for shorts in US dollar, right? You will see the US dollar short more prevalent in Euro US, in US Swiss franc, but not in US yen. Then you know that yen is pretty weak and US yen is still going very strong, right? So I will not sell US yen at this moment, right? Okay, thank you very much for the questions. Really appreciate, we are getting a bit more active now. We'll try to do our best almost daily to give you the most updated information. Like I say, this is not a session to encourage you to do any trade, nor is a financial advice. Okay, but please, please, please. Send us more questions, send us more understanding what sort of trades, crypto or whatever you want us to review together with you, and then we will share our best for you together in this show. So please subscribe, please like, so that this YouTube algorithm can push to more people to enjoy the same benefit that you have, because trading is for everyone, especially in this kind of bear market. So hopefully everybody can make some money off trading. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Now I'll dedicate my time to the Chinese speaking community as a gift back, because you guys know I've been traveling to China, Taiwan, Malaysia, uh, also Singapore, to share on up-to-date analysis on using Mandarin. So I've a fair good amount of Chinese speaking friends, where I like to share this to the fellow Chinese speaking community. So please stay behind if you understand Chinese Mandarin. If you don't, still stay behind, okay, to understand whether I'm more charismatic in Mandarin or charismatic in English. Thank you very much.